Welcome to Hoops High, Chicago's leader in youth-produced sports broadcasting and youth media education. Hoops High is produced by high school students learning the skills of professional broadcasting. Hoops High is the flagship program of Free Spirit Media and is made possible in partnership with After School Matters, the Chicago Public Schools, and Chicago Access Network Television. We hope you enjoy the show.
Since we have everyone here, let's get started with setup.
Number 24 drove in,
And
air balls.
Number 12 tries to keep it alive, but number 0 comes up with the steal again.
Number 5 faster, he pushes up there. He's at the top of the key right now. Pass to number 0. He goes in strong, but it's off. Number 24 comes down with the rebound. He's really fast, and good basket by number 24. Score is now tied at 2. Number 24 has the ball. She calls for a pick by number 2. He drives all the way in. Up and under, and it is good.
Carlos.
Number 24 pushes it all the way up the court. Looked like he was going for contact. He didn't get it, but he got the basket. And number 24 pushes up the court for North Lawndale. He shoots a 3, and that is off. Oh, good move by number 2 to get the ball. He goes up, he's fouled him, go to the line for 2.
Good hustle and a good aggression out there so far.
And that second basket is good. Number 3 smell pass, number 24 is stolen by number 24 North Lawndale. Good hustle by Urban Prep, and number 1 comes up with it with the up and under. He is off. And number 2 pushes it up quick for North Lawndale. Good pass to number 5.
And it's blocked by number 24.
Good defense by number 24. Flournoy. Number 1 with the 3, and that is off. Urban Prep comes up with it. Number 35 puts it in the basket, but the point did not count. Graham. And I also want to comment on Urban Prep's excellent saves after the block on the other end. And Urban Prep gets ready to inbound. Good pass to number 12. And that basket is good by Williams. Number 5 pass to number 24. Number 2 with the step back. And that basket falls.
Number 2, Barnes.
Good move by number 24 to get in, but it is blocked by number 0. Urban Prep still retains possession, and number 3 puts it in. Smith.
And now we're going to do a game update.
Hey, I'm Candace here with your first game update tonight. North Lawndale versus Urban Prep. The score right now is 8-8, so it's a tie so far. For North Lawndale, the player of the game so far is Barnes with 1 point. So shout out to him. Keep doing good, boys. And if you want to know more, you got to keep watching Hoops High.
A
And that
good
basket is good by number,
24.
24.
Hines.
Good trap by North Lawndale. Comes into a steal. 24 pass it to 2, and that basket is off. And the charge is called.
Correction, a blocking foul.
And number 2, Barnes, will go to the line. And that first basket is good. And that second one is off. Urban Pro comes up with the rebound. Number 1 pushes it all the way up. And that ball rolls out of bounds. Number 1, Martin with the turnover. Number 24, Hines has it. Picked by number 23. Blacky's looking for the shot. Number 5 has it. Good defense by Urban Pro to keep North London at the perimeter. Number 24 with the 3, and that is good.
Carlos Hines, he's on fire.
Number 1, Martin has it. He passes to number 3. Good pass inside. That shot is off by number 12, Williams, and the foul is called. He will go to the line for 2.
The first is a make.
And then the second one is off by Williams. North Lawndale has it. They pushes it up court. Number 24, Hines has it. Good push off. Like he was trying to get free. He passed it to 11, to 21. Good save by number 2. Good pass to number 21.
Hoops High is produced by high school students who are learning the skills of professional broadcasting. All of the camera work, announcing, directing, and engineering is done by students.
And with that basket by Hines, North Lawndale goes up 18-9. With 1:43 left in the first quarter. They're really coming strong at the beginning of this game. Really pushing on offense, having strong defense, resulting in turnovers. And then they convert off the turnovers, which is why they're up right now. Urban Prep doing a pretty good job. They just need to work on their passing and stop getting trapped by North Lawndale's defense. Gotta get the shooters open and look for good shots.
Yeah, North Lawndale is doing pretty good defensively. They are getting a lot of stops and they're getting a lot of steals out of the team, which is producing them to be 9 points up as they are right now. So if Urban Prep controls the ball, then everything would, it might even out on the scoreboard.
Good way to get up court by Urban Prep. North Lawndale with the excellent defense.
North Lawndale's ball, number 21, Drayon Williams with the almost steal. The boy got hops.
Number 24, Hines has it. Pass to 23. Waits in the corner. He drives. Teardrops and that is in by number 23, Hillard.
His first bucket of the game.
Number 1, Smith has it. He's on the floor with it, and the travel is called.
Travel is called on number 1.
Can't get off your knees when you're down there.
You can't really. Yeah, you can't.
Number 24, Hines has it. Time. I don't know what the call was just now. Might have been a carry.
I'm not sure either.
Number 24 has it. Good pass down low to number 12. That basket is off. Urban Prep comes up with the rebound, number 2. Pass to number 24. Number 2 shoots, and that is
it's
off. That basket was just good by Urban Prep. Good passing by North Lawndale. 21 passing to number 11.
Free Spirit Media strives to give youth a voice so that we can inform and inspire others. Thank you for supporting our work.
Number 2, Barnes has it. Good moves to get inside. That basket is off though. Both teams fight for the ball. Urban Pro comes up with it. Number 12 with the good dribbles, and the shot is up and it is off. Number 12 with the fast way to get up court, Williams. Just gonna convert on the shot.
I can say that Urban Prep is running the floor. They're keeping up the hustle, and they're not backing down. But at this point, it still wasn't enough to be in the lead or even close. So let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And now we're gonna talk to a quick PSA. Hello, hello, hello. If you're just now tuning in, my name is Quentin Green, and I'm serving as your play-by-play announcer.
And I'm Artasia Harris, serving as your color commentator.
We are located at 1313 South Sacramento, where we have the Urban Prep Lions versus the North Lawndale Phoenix JV squad. Urban Prep currently with the ball. Trouble just called on number 2
Martin.
for Urban Prep. Martin, excuse me, scored now 2011. Number 2 for North Lawndale, Barnes has it. Good spin. And another trouble is called on North Lawndale.
And number 2, Barnes.
Number 35 pushes up court. Good pass down low to 12. And that basket is good by Williams. Good pass by number 35, Graham. Number 15 has it. Pass to number 1 of North Lawndale. Good swing by Williams.
The PSAs, dramas, and documentaries that you see between breaks on Hoops High are produced by Free Spirit Media students at North Lawndale College Preparatory High School. The Gary Comer Youth Center and Powerhouse High, we hope that you enjoy the stories and messages that we young people are sharing.
Yes, and number 2, Barnes with that basket. Good way to get inside, but that basket is off. The tip is also off. Number 12 gets the rebound and puts it in. Number 12, Williams, is really being a positive force in the Urban Preps offense. Number 1 Williams passing to number 23, Heller, back to number Williams. 21 passing to, 24, Hines passing number 15, back to 24. One good ball movement by North Lawndale. And Urban Prep comes up with the steal. And number 1, that basket is good. Martin. Urban Prep slowly coming back into the game. Score is now 17-22. Number 24, Hines with the deep 3. That is off. Number 2 for Urban Prep brings it up. He slows it down. Passing number 1, that shot is up, and that is off. Number 1, Williams has a good pass up close to 23. And that basket is good. Number 12, good drive to the basket. That is good for Williams. And Hines with the drive, that drops the ball, turnover.
That's a turnover for Hines.
North Lawndale calling substitutions. Number 24 with the good pass inside. And that basket toilet bowls and rolls out. Number 1 for North Lawndale, Williams has it. Number 23 with the good basket. Hillard.
Keep up with game action and the Hoop High crew with Twitter. Just search Hoop High, FSM, and follow us.
Subs being called for Urban Prep.
Number 1 taking the ball off for Urban Prep.
Number 5 has the number 1, has it at the top of the key, Martin.
He's one of the decisions.
A good steal by Barnes, who dunks it. Barnes getting up there. Number 1 with the teardrop, and that is off, but number 3 is there with the rebound. His shot is also misses. Number 15 gets short for North Lawndale. Number 1 with the up and under, and that is good. Rayon has it. He passes number 23, Heller, and the travel is called. Number 5 has it. Walker Jr. He puts it up to number 2, tried to grab the ball, but it's tipped and he misses. Just can't seem to get his hand on it. So it's being called for Urban Prep.
Number 23 from North Lawndale is overall an effective player, but he's traveled a few too many times. Those turnovers could be, a good shot for his team.
Urban Prep comes up with the steal. Number 32 has it.
That looks kind of like a foul to me. Hit him all in his face, but
He passed it to 24. Good defense by number 15, the North Lawndale, Hutchins. And he pushes it up the court. He drives all the way in, and the foul is called. He's been really good at attacking the basket.
Let's see if he can make these free throws count.
I'm gonna need your stats for.
Number 15 puts the basket up, and that is good. Hutch is making his first. And the next one just rolls out. The 0 with the good tip in. Johnson. 24 passes to 3. He drives all the way in. Their basket is off, but it's called.
A foul is called on the play.
Number 3, Smith will go to the line for free throws.
Number 3 at the line. Let's see if he can make these count.
And that first one is good by number 3, Smith.
Still got to return this.
Yeah. The second free throw is up, and it is an air ball. That's just not right. Like, you just can't do that. You know why he thought that was okay. Number 24, Hines, is passes, very bad pass. A steal is called. Number 2 misses the shot, but the Urban Prep comes up with it. Number 1, Martin, has the ball bounced off of him. The jump ball is called. And it will go, excuse me. North Lawndale's way. 24 Hines has it. He passes number 1 Williams. Back to Hines. He holds the ball up to good fake. Williams has it. He passes number 11. North Lawndale was showing good ball movement. But due to Urban Prep's defense, they really couldn't find a good shot selection, so they decided to call timeout.
I'm guessing the coach is trying to give them a little breather and also a few tactics to attack Urban Prep's defense, to effectively get a good shot into the basket. So let's see how this goes. 1 minute and 52 seconds left on the clock. North Lawndale, the home team, with 31, and Urban Prep with 22.
Williams getting ready to inbound. He inbounds to Hines, who takes it all the way in. The upper under is off. Urban Prep comes up with it. 24 foul is called. And the and 1 is called. You can go to the line to see if you can convert.
He's been pretty effective on the court, as well as number 12 for Urban Prep and their guard number 1. With his quickness and speed, he's been able to get into the basket, and 24 makes his free throws.
I'm not sure what the call was, but North Florida gets ready to inbound the ball. He kicks it out to number 1, Williams. He passes to Hutchins. He drives all the way in. Looking for the foul. That was off though. Number 24 pushes up. He passes to number 12. Rolls out number 24's head. And Urban Prep will keep possession. Number 24 has it. He kicks it out to 3. Smith, pass to number 1. Martin, he drives in.
A good
That
move.
flutter was off, but number 12 is there again to put the ball back in the basket. Williams. Hines has it. He kicks it all the way across court to number 1. And Hutchins has it. Almost get it poked away. Good pass to Williams. Hutchins has it again. Good ball movement by North Florida. Good pass inside, and the foul is called. And number 21, Drayon Williams, will go to the line. And that first free throw is off by Williams.
Let's see if he can knock down the second.
Second one is up, and that is good. Sub's been caught for North Londale. Number 1 has he passed to number 12. Back to number 1, Martin.
A long pass to number 35. And it's stolen by 0 Johnson.
Good pass to number 2, Barnes, and he puts it in. He's really doing an outstanding job on offense.
He's been doing his thing tonight. He got his dunk on and everything. 35 with the points for Urban Prep.
Good steal by Urban Prep. Number 1 didn't know time was running out, and that's the end of the quarter. Score now being 34 to 28. North Lawndale's way. They've been doing a really good job.
Yeah.
Offensively and defensively. Coming up with steals and converting. Number 2, Montreal Barnes has been doing an excellent job both on offense and defense. Coming up with a lot of points, being a very deciding factor on offense. Even got his little dunk on early in the half, which is very interesting. You don't see too many freshmen doing that from the freshman sophomore team.
Yeah, he's a very talented player, and he's young, so he has so much more to learn as he, progresses through his high school career. So yeah, if he's good now, I imagine him, about 2 years later. But overall, North Lawndale, their defense and offense is very effective. They're consistent with, like I said before, their defense, how they do Urban Prep as well. They're, picking it back up, and they're not too far from North Lawndale. So yeah.
I also agree. Game seems like it's going to be a very interesting. Remember to stay tuned for the varsity game of Urban Prep with North Lawndale.
And now we're gonna toss to Kansas.
Kansas Robert, a fan from Urban Prep. So, how you think the game is going so far?
It's going good.
Okay, so the key player for tonight from your team is number 12 with 8 points and 2 turnovers. So, what's your opinion on him?
He should keep playing good. He's doing great so far.
That's what's up. Now, I know you're not Team North Lindale or whatever, but I know you've been watching their defense and offense. So, how do you think they're doing, and who do you think their key player might be?
North Lawndale doing good. They pressing good, stopping the trap, and they should keep doing good.
Thank you for this interview. If you want to know more, you got to keep watching Hoops High.
What are you doing? You cool enough to talk to my sister? I don't think so. You're a nobody. You're a nobody. Because you're a nobody.
Don't just stand there, say something.
You're rocking with Amari Stoudemire, and you're watching Hoops High. Watch it or watch nothing.
Some girls have unprotected sex because they think they are invisible from getting pregnant or catching STIs. Baby girl, you are pretty. Don't ever let them tell you you are not.
We're going to tell you a story about a girl named Aaliyah who didn't believe that she can make it in life, so she didn't set goals for herself.
Some boys convince girls that they feel better without a condom.
39.8% of girls do not use condoms for the first time.
At Aaliyah's school, they did not have a sex ed class, so Aaliyah only knew what her friends told her.
4 in 10 teens are sexually active.
Aaliyah's friends told her that she couldn't get pregnant the first time having sex. Aaliyah believes everything that her boyfriend, Drew, tells her.
Many girls trust their partner so they don't ask them to get tested.
50% of girls who are sexually active have an STI.
Aaliyah ended up getting pregnant and tested positive for an STI.
The future is in your hands. The power of protection is everything.
Get tested.
Get tested.
Wait until you're ready.
It's your life.
It's your life.
It's your body.
Hello, my name is Kevin Durant. You're watching Hoops High.
Hello. If you're just now tuning in, my name is Quentin Green and I'm serving as your play-by-play announcer.
And I'm Artasia Harris, serving as your color commentator.
We have a very interesting game so far. We are now located at 1313 South Sacramento, where we have the Urban Prep Lions versus the North Lawndale Phoenix. North Lawndale being up 34-28 with 6:50 left in the third quarter.
The PSAs, dramas, and documentaries that you see between breaks on Hoops High are produced by free media students at North Lawndale College Preparatory High School, the Gary Center Youth Center, and Powerhouse High. We hope that you enjoy the stories and messages that we
Number 24 has a good pass down low to 12, and that basket is good. Williams. Good defense by Everpro. Number 3 comes over with it. He takes it all the way in, gets struck by Williams, who loses the ball. Everpro comes up with it. Number 35 has a good basket.
That was a big basket for Urban Prep.
Tying the game at 39. Number 24 has a Hines. He goes all the way in, and the travel is called.
He was looking for the foul. It was a hard body block.
Number 1, Martin has it. 24 with a good save, past the 12. And number 1 for the 3, that is off. Martin. And Hutchins comes up with it.
He comes up with the rebound.
He passes number 2, Barnes. He drives in. Basket is good. Number 1, Smith has it. And the trouble is called on number 35.
Don't forget to stay tuned for the Free Spirit Media News at the end of this broadcast. It comes on at 9:50 every Saturday. Learn about what's going on in Chicago and find out the latest on the most important issues with teens.
Number 2, trouble is called on Barnes. Both teams need to just take their time, I think.
You know that saying when you do something good and then right after do something to mess it up. He made a outstanding play offensively and then messed up.
That's true.
A foul is called. Number 35 for Urban Prep is at the line.
Graham.
He's made a big bucket of the game.
First one is up and it is off. Sub's been called for North Lawndale.
Number 0, Johnson back in the game.
Number 35 seconds basket is good. Graham. Number 15 Hutchins has it. He passes to Hines. Good defense by 24. North Lawndale with the steady passes. Number 0, Johnson with the basket.
He's had some good steals. He's put up some pretty important baskets. And a block by number 2, Barnes. He's been all over the floor tonight. I smell player of the game coming.
North Lawndale now only up by 2. Good pass, and that basket is good by number 2 of Urban Prep, Martin. Seems like there was a technical difficulty.
North Lawndale with the possession. The score now 45-43. North Lawndale up by 2. 1 minute and 2 seconds left on the clock.
Excuse me, score now being 43-42. North Lawndale only up by 1. 1 minute left in the third period.
Please check out the Free Spirit Media website at www.freespiritmedia.org to learn what Free Spirit Media is all about, or check us out on YouTube. Search Free Spirit Media to view our YouTube channel.
Good defense by number 24 Hines.
A good trap.
24 has it.
Good moves, but North Lawndale's defense didn't even budge. Almost a steal by number 15. The shot is
a good pass of 2. He is off. Number 35 grabs the foul. And he gets to the line for another 2 points.
Number 0 jumped a little bit too early. He should have stayed on his feet and just extended his arms. That would have been way much better.
Excuse me for the field. He will go, number 35 will go to the line and shoot 2 free throws.
Oh, that's some effective big man out there.
The first one is good.
Let's see if he can make the second. Tying the game. If he makes this, they'll be in the lead for the first time in the game.
And it is off.
Number 0 with the rebound.
Number 1 Williams has it. He passes to number 2 Barnes. Throws the cross court to Hines. Back to Williams. Hines had it. The pick is called. Number 1 Williams has it. He throws the shot up, but it is off. Good defense by Urban Prep.
The score is tied. 43-43. With 1 quarter left.
Yes, good defense by Urban Prep. Not letting North Lawndale pass the perimeter. And with that, we're going to talk to a quick PSA. Hello. If you're just now tuning in, my name is Quincy Green, serving as your play-by-play announcer.
And I'm Artasia Harris, serving as your color commentator. If you just can't seem to get enough of Hoops High, friend us on Facebook. Get to know the crew and what goes into every Hoops High production.
You're now looking at 13-13 South Sacramento, where we have the North Lawndale Phoenix versus the Urban Prep Lions. There's not a 4th quarter. Score now being 46-43. Right up that basket by Barnes. He just grabs steal.
And
goes
the and
up.
one.
And gets the and one. See if he can convert on this free throw. First basket is up, and it is good.
Birding. The score now 49-43 with 6 minutes and 17 seconds left on the clock. North Lawndale in the lead once again.
North Lawndale coming straight out the 4th quarter strong. Putting up 3 points and then getting the steal, an and one, and the conversion play, all by one player, number 2, Montreal Barnes. He's really been showing out this game. Urban Prep getting ready to inbound the ball.
The red defense by North Lawndale.
22 has it. He pushes the court, passes it to number 1, Martin, who drives all over in.
And
That
it's off.
basket is off. Number 1, Raquan Williams was trapped down low. Good defense by Urban Prep, almost causing a turnover, but a timeout was called.
So, Q, how do you think it's going so far?
I think it's been a very interesting game, saying that North Lawndale keeps pulling away, but Urban Prep is not letting them get too far. They always seem to find a way to come back, but it's keeping the game pretty action-packed, I would say. North Lawndale coming up with a lot of good steals, getting to the inside basket, shooting threes. Urban Prep always seeming to pull through, not letting the game get too far ahead.
Yeah, the game is pretty interesting, and like you said, very filled. Both teams very energetic and aggressive, but in the good way. They both seem to have a hunger to win this game, and they keep going after the ball.
Number 1, Williams has it. Number 15, Hutchins.
If you just seem to get enough of Hoops High, if you just can't seem to get enough of Hoops High, friend us on Facebook, get to know the crew and what goes into every Hoops High production.
And the blocking foul is called on number 24 Urban Prep, Flynn-Noy.
North Lawndale with the possession. A timeout is called. Seems like North Lawndale's coaches need to discuss, the game-winning play, or I should say, maybe even a good press, But starting off with how he wants to set things up offensively, so they can get them an easy basket.
Yes, it seems like both teams don't want to make any mistake.
Yeah, because any team could capitalize on mistakes, and you don't want that. So let's see how this goes.
It seemed like a full timeout was used. North Lawndale getting ready to inbound. Pass it to Barnes. Back to Williams. Ball was tipped out by number 1, Martin of Urban Prep. North Lawndale will keep possession.
Good defense by number 1, Martin.
Good pass to number 23 with the turnaround J. That is off. Number 12 comes up with it. Good lead pass. And that basket is good by number 3.
Good bucket by Smith, his first of the game.
Number 1, Williams has it. Good move. Good pass inside. And that floater is off, but Barnes comes up with it. He got to number 24, Hines. And the good drive. Foul is called. And the end 1. You see if he would get to the line to convert.
He didn't count the basket. I mean, he was still in motion, so it should have counted, but North Lawndale with the possession, but no bucket.
And another timeout is called yet again. It's a very close game, very intense.
Yes, very intense. I see. Urban Prep picking up their defense, just keeping an eye on the ball and trying their best to make sure that North Lawndale doesn't get another basket. Because, just from one basket, they can, take off, 5 minutes left, but it can go either way still. It depends on how hard, each team works. So, yeah.
Yeah, Auburn Prep only down by 4 points. It's an extremely close game to be so close to the end of the last quarter. Both teams pulling out all the stops.
So let's see if they pick it up.
So North London coach is very energetic. He really wants this win. Good pass to number 2, Barnes. He passed to 15, Hutchins.
Pass to number 1, Williams.
Number 2, Barnes, in his call for the travel. That's a very good look.
It looks like the refs are pretty quick to call that, but I don't necessarily think that was a travel. But let's see. The ball at the other end, number 3 open, and he makes the basket.
Good pass down low to number 3, Smith.
A very good look by Smith.
Number 1, Williams has it. Pass to Hines. He moves it across the line. Good pick by 23. Auburn Prep has excellent perimeter D. Barnes has it. Good stuff. He gets in. Good pass.
Good dish off, and the bucket is made. Good assist.
Number 23, Hillard. Number 24 has a good pass to number 2. That basket is up and it is off. Number 15, Hutchins comes up with it. Lead pass is too strong.
We know we are not always perfect, but we are working hard and always learning. We thank you for your support and encouragement. North London reading up.
The hold was called on number 1, Martin.
North Londale with the possession.
Wow, like it was a trick shot. Number 15 threw it off the bottom of the backboard, straight to number 0, Eric Johnson, who puts it in the basket for 2. Number 12 almost loses the ball, but good save.
Good
24 has it.
defense.
Good head drop by number 24, Fenoria, excuse me. Score now 49, 53 with 3:22 left. And Hines with the basket. Good drive. Number 24 has it. He pushes it all the way in. A foul is called, and that basket is off. But he would get to the line for 2.
Number 24 is really picking up his pace. He's been all over the floor again, once again, getting pretty good baskets, fast breaks. He's putting the ball in the basket. He's all over. He's been effective and consistent with everything that he does. No matter, in any game, the little things that you do can be the key to the win. So, yeah.
Number 24 gets ready to shoot his free throws. These are very crucial. First free throw is up and he's good. Now North London only up by 5. See if he can bring them within 4.
And it's off. Number 0, Johnson with the rebound.
Williams pass to number 24, Hines. And Hines with a good crossover, good drive. And a Blocking foul is called.
A good take by Hines. He's also been pretty good out there today, from the threes to the and ones, and also with the drive-ins as well.
You go to the line for 2.
Yeah, his shot is pretty effective in his skills. He's also a young player with a lot of potential.
See if you get the second one.
And
That
it's
is also good.
And it's saying they're up by 7 points.
Number 1, Martin passing. Number 12, Williams with a good drive. And that basket is good.
Want to see more Hoops High? Now you can see full games on our brand new website. Go to www.hoopshigh.org to see games from the past or stream live from home or your mobile device.
Number 4, Martin passing. Number 24, Hines, who kicks it back out to Williams. North London running out of time. He passed it to Martin. Almost a steal, but Barnes has it. And another travel is called on Barnes.
They're really quick to call travels. He's traveled a numerous amount of times tonight, but I think that focused, just paying attention a little bit too much. As I can say, trying to look a little bit too close.
Good defense by number 2.
Number 3 at the line for free throws. Let's see if he can make these count. 1 minute and 50 seconds left on the clock. North Lawndale 52, Urban Prep 52. And it's off.
And that basket is also off for North Lawndale.
Great hops by number 2 Barnes.
And Williams has it. He pushes it across the court. He has it at the top of the key. Hutchins has it.
Pass to Hines.
Back to Hutchins.
Hines really seems to make effective plays.
Good pass down low to 4. The charge is called on number 4, Martin. Urban Press possession with 1:13 left to go in the 4th quarter. Last and final quarter. Good pass down low to 24. From 24 to 12, Williams, who misses. And the Hines brings it all the way up. Hutchins has it past to Williams. It seems like a foul is called. North Lawndale gets ready to inbound. Excuse me, North Lawndale gets ready to shoot free throws. That first basket is up and it's off. Ball goes Urban Prep way with 43 seconds left. 3, good pass down low, but it's stolen.
Williams with the rebound.
24 is foul.
Number 1, Williams will go to the line for free throws. See if he can make these count.
24 committing a foul. Hopefully, in his head, number 1, Williams will miss his free throws. Give him a chance to come back, and the first free throw is good, though.
First point of the game.
Number 1, Martin brings it all the way up. And that basket is good. Another foul is called. 27 seconds left. These free throws for North Lawndale are very crucial.
Number 15, Hutchings, going to the line for 2. Let's see if he makes these count.
And that first free throw is good. Second free throw is up, and that is also good. Score being 61-54 now. Number 12 with the good teardrop, that is Ian Williams. Another foul is called. Number 0, Eric Johnson will go to the line.
Let's see if he adds on to the lead.
So it's a big call for Urban Prep. Seems as if number 2 was fouled out. Number 0, Johnson gets ready to shoot his free throws. First one is up, and it is good. So it's been called for North Lawndale.
Let's see if he can knock down the second. And the second one is also good. The score now 63-56. And a turnover.
Turnover by number 1, Martin. And I think that seals the game for Urban Prep. North Lawndale turning the ball right back over. Pass to 24, that 3 is up, and it is off. Back to 1, the basket is up, that is off by Martin. Number 12 puts it up, that is also off, and that is the game.
Score 56-63, North Lawndale with the lead. Excuse me, the win.
And that is the game, guys. Very interesting, both teams really putting out all the stops. Just North Lawndale coming stronger, coming out with the W. Both teams did a very good job, offensively and defensively, showing what they're all about. The varsity for Urban Prep comes out ready to play, already on the floor.
getting their warm up on.
Now that's going to be a very interesting game too. Flindale versus Urban Prep varsity game. So, Tasia, how do you think the Frosh-Soph game went for North Flindale versus Urban Prep?
I feel that it went smoothly and effectively. With that being said, they came in, worked hard, and everything. So I'm going to toss to sideline reporter Candace.
So how you feeling about your teamwork tonight, Coach?
I think they did an okay job. We're growing, we're making our turn, getting ready for city playoffs, and we just got to keep working. I'm happy we got the win, and we can just move on and learn from it.
Your MVP is number 2, Barnes, with 21 points. So do you guys normally look for him to be in the MVP?
Well, we just look for definitely a team effort, but he's definitely one of the leaders that we look to help us get through things. And we're happy that he was huge for us tonight, but it was definitely a team collective effort.
Now, the talk in the locker room, how does that normally go?
Oh, it just depends game to game, but game to game, we want to do the same thing. Play hard, rebound, share the ball, and trust one another on defense.
Okay, thank you for this interview. I'm Candace, and thank you for watching Hoops High. If you want to watch more, catch us at www.hoopshigh.org, and thank you.
You can watch Hoops High on CAN TV, Channel 19, every Saturday at 8 p.m. Please visit www.hoopshigh.org to learn more. Hoops High and Free Spirit Media would like to thank our sponsors. We are grateful for their support in making our mission of youth media education and opportunity possible.
Hoops High is family, communication.
Enjoy it. Hoops High is
astounding, creativity,
commitment.
Hoops High is exciting, meaningful.
Hoops High is technology, spirit,
a community. Hoops High is home, love, dedication,
inspired.
Hoops High!
If they probably never was exposed to it, they probably would have never have done it, but it's something that you see that interests people a lot.
I never worked with a camera, it was my first time learning about a camera, zooming in, zooming out. It was a real good experience for me, I think it changed a lot in me too. It changed how I think, and it changed something I like to do in life.
When I get older, I want to be some type of actor. So being in this classroom really helped me out, really exercise my ability to act.
We shooting it and we shoot it off like what we done been through, and people get to see it and they watching it and they liking it.
Like young kids in the community can do stuff that's worth some type of value.
Meet Jaden, a 16-year-old from Chicago. He likes reading, playing basketball, and daydreaming. As one of 75 million youth in America, he is the future of our country. But today, Jaden's future is uncertain. A new economy is evolving as Jaden tries to find his way in a school system where more than 42% of students drop out and even more fall behind. For Jaden and others like him, the future looks grim. But there is hope. Youth media programs connect with kids like Jaden, moving them from discouragement toward opportunity through the power of communication. Jaden learns about journalism, technology, and culture. He spends his time engaged at school, in youth centers, and at libraries. He discovers how to observe the world around him and share his own stories. He becomes one of more than 10,000 teens involved in the Chicago Youth Voices Network, a collection of innovative programs that come together with a bold vision to reach more people like Jaden, to transform education, and to shape the health of our city. Together, the network gives vision to the journalists, artists, engineers, and leaders of our future. One story, poem, film, blog post, one youth at a time.
One of the most important lessons I've ever learned is actually the idea of mindfulness.
Mindfulness is the ability that we can go back to ourselves. We can get in touch with what's happening inside of us and around us, so we can live deeply in the present moment.
Not being worried by your future endeavors and not being distracted by something that has happened in the past, but just kind of enjoying the wonder of life, which is, here and now.
As busy as our lives can get, it's okay to slow down and just stop, breathe, and think about why you're doing what you're doing.
Even if we get angry or become worrisome, acknowledge that it's there, take care of it, but you don't have to dwell in it.
Take a moment, just breathe in, breathe out, and just let it go.
Training yourself to be completely aware and be conscious of your decisions.
Really just thinking about the reaction that you're about to do and ask yourself what your peers want you to do is, what your family wants you to do is, or what you want yourself to do is. And then after you do that, then react.
But we need to find something to remind us, because it's so easy. When we angry, it's so easy to just shout or fight. Young people come to Prom Village and they learn to do different trick, like they put the pebble in their pocket, and when the friends try to come and say not nice words, he put his hand in his pocket and he hold the pebble and he breathes. He just remember that he need to do that, to just be calm and be nice to his friend. And when you calm enough, then you can see things clear, like the water that's calm, and you see, oh, that person bully me because he's also get treat so bad at home. You know, he doesn't really have a happy family. And that we call insight, understanding. And that's what we change the world. That's how we change the violence. And it's just starting from us and the person next to us.
Why don't we start there? Why don't we start with young people and teach them ways to cultivate peace? And then with that, you carry that torch, you carry that light, and you're able to create community. There's very peaceful communities in the East. And even though they've had systematic oppression and different forms of violence, that peace is still able to be there, that to survive. We're students of life and we're trying to learn how to make peace. And so where else to learn that from than from countries that have a long history of peace as a part of their culture, where everybody participates, you know, young people, adults, the monks, you know, everyone's an active participant.
We have to get our people to have some pride in their community. Then maybe we can get someplace.
When I experience a lot of life challenging and difficulties and suffering and violence in society, I have that motivation that I want to live my life differently. And I want to find a way so that I can really help myself and society so that we can live a more peaceful and happy life.
We cannot do this alone. I cannot build peace alone. I can be peace, but at the same time, if I'm gonna make sustainable change and help create impact, it's gonna be a community of us, and we're gonna create more peace builders and more youth peace ambassadors and just more people and make peace cool.
Lessen my presence, leave them guessing, they stressing, new competition, I'm pressing your backwards message like,
okay, let's make it.
Push!
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 Okay, let's make it.
We had a Yangon Chicago peace concert in Myanmar, and young activists, artists, poets, musicians got together and really just expressed our piece of the larger piece, and it was incredible.
This past year we never had any events, so the political situation and censorship didn't allow people to gather and people to express themselves openly. So this is a really new and rare experience.
Dancing and singing helped us communicate with each other. The reaction that I got from me doing the bob or me doing the Cupid shuffle, people was astounded by it. They wanted to know more about it. They wanted to look at it. They smiled. They was happy because I was doing these types of dance, and they really wanted to do the dance also as well. Because I taught them dance moves, they taught me dance moves. So they taught me a dance move called the elephant dance, which was a traditional dance that they do in Thailand and Myanmar.
I really enjoyed the songs because it's you know, it was a way for us to practice. You know, usually when we dance, we're happy. When we're singing, we're happy. And if we dedicate those songs or those dances to themes of peace, then we're more aware. You know, we're bringing peace into the culture.
We use art and also music to promote more better understanding each other, and in the future we're hoping there's no racism and violence against each other.
The people, we are the same. Just because we were categorized as Americans or as a Myanmar, as a Thai, doesn't mean that we are separated. We all humans are the same.
I can learn knowledge from them, and I can learn their culture and their religion. While we have discussion, we share our knowledge together.
Knowing these people, walking with these people, smiling with these people, you learn so much. It's like you can promote peace just by smiling.
Smile, 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 smile. Smile and openly talk. Man to man, man to woman, and family to family, friend to friends. To smile. Very good.
My perspective has changed. You know, we're coming from the inner city, right? We're coming from Chicago, and we're going basically to another part of the world. We're going to one of the poorest countries on the face of the earth, and we're going into a place that is known for having the longest history of civil conflict. You have generations of people who've grown up surrounded by violence. And the reason I say it's life-changing is because every person that I met had a smile on their face.
If we understand their difficulties and their sufferings, then we become friends.
I was supposed to be here to be the camera operator to just make sure I film everything and get, cover the trip. Took everything for me to like keep that camera up because it was so real. I can't find the words to describe how beautiful that place was. I can't find the words to describe how nice these people were, how open that they were. And for me to be able to document that, that's something that is going to stay with me for the longest.
I became a peace builder because I started losing faith in Chicago. I started being one of the people that would say, it's just going to get worse and worse, it's not going to become better. And see, that's the issue. Once the peace exchange came around and learned more about it and the purposes of it and the goals of it, I said, like, this is it. Like, this is perfect. This is something that can help answer the question. This is something that can help me get out of that mindset of saying, man, what's wrong with Chicago, and do something about it.
In order for peace to be possible, you need to practice. And in order to practice, you need to learn. And to learn something new, you have to experience it. You have to go out there and make these exchanges.
3 words, you're trying to get rid of your anger, you're trying to get rid of your greed, and you're trying to get rid of your ignorance. That's when your country make a peace.
I'm glad that through the peace exchange, not only was I able to go to another part of the world, but I was able to take something back, bring something back home that I can use for the benefit of my community, to contribute to my city.
If you think you're too small to do something, try sleeping in a room with a fly. I use that quote constantly because it means so much. Because I always think like, hey man, you just this young black man, from the south side of Chicago. You don't have that much money. You know some people, but you don't have that many resources. But it's like, what can you do? What can you do? And I feel like from that quote, I feel like, man, like I can do anything. If that fly can keep me up all night, I can keep the world awake. Like I can keep people conscious. I can continue to end the brutality that goes on in my neighborhood.
Going on this trip, it helped me be more peaceful and be more calm. Giving myself that name as a peace builder, that I'm acknowledging myself that I can be peaceful with myself and I can be peaceful with another person, and be more aware of who's around me that need help, and I should be the one that should help them out. Because I know a lot of students struggle with school, with their personal life, and they need mentors to show them what's the right path, what's the wrong path.
We have to practice peace building as a practice because it's easy to get sucked back into this culture that we're in, this very fast-paced, violent culture. So practicing peace in a safe space is how you teach this learned behavior, and therefore that person begins to teach the next person, and we continue to create this learned behavior of peace and make it the new trend. I think that the youth culture creates the trend. What if the new trend was youth peace? I think that's something worth pushing for.
Peace exchange team, just be the dream team. I rap that red, green, and black. Africa is the continent, that's a fact. And I'm just spitting off the top. What up to me and my man Peru? We so happy while we here. Happy while we here. We so happy while we here. Happy while we here. We gotta wash away the pain, wash away the anger, wash away the pain, wash away the anger, wash away the pain, wash away the anger, wash away the pain, wash away the pain.
party?
I forgot I was studying all night.
No, it's okay to live a little.
Affordable, for one, and being able to afford to go to a doctor when you need to go to a doctor.
It's really, there's really no word that comes into my mind. What comes into my mind is how unjust and how expensive and how really terrible it is.
Breast cancer, ovarian cancer, sprained ankles, broken legs, lupus, and bipolar disorder, just to name a few problems my family has faced. In the Declaration of Independence, it says that all men have the inalienable right to life. If this is true, why can't everyone in this country afford health care? In this film, I set out to demand answers about the healthcare system in America. I began by looking at the Affordable Care Act.
I can't really describe, and I don't think anybody can really describe the Affordable Care Act. The Affordable Care Act is one of the most complicated and along the way changing law. The law has, I think, something like 1,700 pages or 1,900 pages, and I don't think that there is anybody who really knows everything that's in it.
I know that the Affordable Care Act is supposed to be available for everyone, and that it's based on income. So I think that's what makes it affordable. And if you have an income, it's based on income. And if you don't have an income, you're still able to get or afford some type of quote-unquote health care.
Before, when you wanted health insurance, if you didn't have it through your job or you didn't have access to it through Medicare or Medicaid, you would have to go to every different insurance company, and you'd have to ask them whether or not they wanted to sell you insurance. So you have to fill out a question about your whole medical history, everything that's happened to you in the past, and then each of those insurance companies would decide whether it wanted to sell it to you. And then you'd have to do research to see what is covered by those insurance plans, because there were some things they were required to cover, but it was different from state to state. There's a list of 10 categories of what's called essential health benefits that every plan has to cover. So all plans are much more comprehensive than they were before, and they can't reject you for being somebody who has a pre-existing condition or had a medical history where you've had a lot of different things happen to you in the past. So it's quite a bit different. And now there's also a website, Get Covered Illinois, where you can go to right away and find whether you're eligible for Medicaid or whether you're eligible for private coverage, and then see all the plans that you might be eligible for.
I've gone online to Get Covered Illinois, and wasn't able to make it through the first stage of it because of some of the questions that it asked, and so my next step is probably the phone, and if that doesn't work, then I will probably go down to one of the offices and get face-to-face with somebody.
Independent experts now estimate that millions of Americans who were uninsured have gained coverage this year.
One of the things that the Affordable Care Act does is it used to be that children, once they left school or college, were on their own. One of the provisions in Affordable Care Act is that children are covered by their parents' insurance until they turn 26.
35% of people who enrolled through the federal marketplace are under the age of 35.
Some benefits of the Affordable Care Act are no annual or lifetime limits on health care, and also a large improvement of the women's health services. This means no more being charged more because I'm a woman. Because I'm a woman, does this mean that I don't deserve the same as a man? I feel that health is important for everybody.
Just being a healthy nation, I think right now there's been a lot of talk and movements about, even our children getting to the place where they're moving and active and, eating healthy, and studies that show that America is becoming overweight, and obesity becoming a legal disease and things like that. So and these are things that need medical attention, where sometimes individuals can't always work through the process, but need professional medical input, advice, in order to address some of those situations.
We all, we need to be healthy to do the things that we really want to do in life, like have a good job where we can go into work every day, raise our kids, and spend time with our families, and just anything you want to do. If you're not healthy, you're not going to be able to get the most out of your life.
It is important because you have to take care of yourself. In order to be a productive social being, you need to be taken care of. If you have any kind of physical or mental issues, needs, you can't really exist. And besides, healthcare can be a question of life and death.
And it is a matter between life and death. All of the changes between the Affordable Care Act could have helped my grandmother get the help she needed early on, before it was too late.
That the number of Americans who've signed up for private insurance in the marketplaces has grown to 8 million people.
Will certainly be more costs in the immediate future, because the more people who get insurance, they'll certainly, we want them to go see doctors maybe when they couldn't before, and go in and get the care that they need. So there will be a little bit more costs. One of the theories, though, is that if you can get people to go to see a doctor on a regular basis, maybe we'll catch some of these diseases that they get before they get too bad. So I would say in the short term, you might see you'll definitely see more costs up front, but hopefully all that pays off in the future when we have a healthier population.
Again, I think if there was any law that I could introduce, it would be to make it affordable, so that almost anyone could be able to afford and get health care if they need it.
I didn't grow up in this country, and the more I learned about the healthcare system in this country, the more appalled I was by the disparities and by the way, by how much it costs. Single payer, which we also call improved and extended Medicare for all, would guarantee health care to everyone from birth to death. So everyone would be covered for life. We envision that it would be paid for by taxes, and it would be publicly funded, that therefore it would be publicly funded and privately delivered.
I think the American people need to do what their role or what our responsibility is as citizens in regards to making sure we're providing all the correct information and doing whatever it is that we need to do in the process. And then the government, in overseeing the process, needs to be responsible and accountable for making sure that it is equitable, that there isn't any opportunities for classism to get attached to this.
Overall, the Affordable Care Act is a step into the right direction, but we shouldn't stop here. We need to fight for the healthcare system that works for everyone. In the making of this documentary, there are still worries in my mind and challenges to face. But with this new healthcare system, I believe that everyone can now claim their right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Hey, watch where you going.
You ain't even give me enough time to apologize.
You heard what I said.
And if I don't, what's gonna happen?
Lucky you a girl.
Boy, babe, you wasn't gonna do nothing anyway.
Hey, what's up, Jawan?
What's up?
Come up with me.
Oops, my bad.
Ain't no little bit. He just trying to get back from early.
Come on, bro. Just leave that girl alone.
Hey, Gus, what was all that about? Nothing. He just always got something to say to me. Just leave it alone. Come on, let's go to class.
I just think it's such an ugly word. No one wants to hear you like being called fat, calling someone else fat. So I do not like that word in general.
I would say it is fatty foods, given I'm a dietitian, so I might be a little bit biased. But things like butter, fried foods, or even healthy fats, like oils and that kind of thing. So probably fatty foods is the first thing that comes to mind.
Probably being a physician, the first thing I think about is some of my patients who are overweight or obese.
As a child, I always struggled with my weight. I always thought it was normal because when I looked around me, everyone looked like me. Then I thought, how did society become obese? Is it in our control to control these things? This led me to make this documentary about obesity.
To me, I think of obesity as an excess accumulation of fat, and the body mass index is a way of measuring that, and it's basically a measurement of your weight for your height because, obviously two people could have the same weight, but depending on their height, it could make them a normal weight or overweight.
For most people, it's a lifestyle choice and not as much genetic. There are some cases where it is genetic, but for most people, it is a lifestyle choice.
I think there certainly are some research coming out that shows that certain genes may predispose someone to obesity or being overweight.
I think primarily because I think of it as a lifestyle choice, a little bit like smoking, and we don't call smoking a disease. It's a lifestyle behavior that can lead to disease, and that's kind of how I think of obesity.
I think that obesity predisposes people to diseases, but is obesity a disease in itself? No.
If people feel like they have a disease, they feel like it's something that happened to them. They don't quite feel the personal responsibility, and so they don't feel as motivated to make a change of their own accord. They just want to get a pill, or they want to have something done to them to take away this disease. When we think of obesity as being a lifestyle issue, we're a lot more likely to have people be motivated to make a change.
Being an obese girl was hard. Skinny girls would call me names and tease me. Some days at school I wouldn't eat. I would go home and cry. At home I had to eat what my mom prepared. I wasn't old enough to control what my mom cooked. Sometimes she would make fried foods, but all I really wanted was a salad. I guess I learned at an early age not to make the healthiest choices. You learn what you get taught.
A lot of people in society think that people who are overweight are lazy, and that is not true. A lot of times there are other circumstances that are preventing someone from being able to either exercise or eat right.
I think for adults often it's a perception that they're being discriminated against. There might be some clear examples, but I think often it's because of the experience that they've often had as a child, because many obese adults were obese children. It's easy to carry that into adulthood, and even if nobody is thinking something negatively, it's easy to assume that they might be thinking something negative.
We know that Americans are getting fatter. We know that we're getting heavier. And I think there's lots of different reasons for that. We know that our portions have increased significantly. We know people are busy, people are not working out as much. We know all these different factors. So it's kind of a side effect of our lifestyle, and health is not necessarily a priority for a lot of people.
there's risks of heart disease, heart failure, stroke, diabetes, high blood pressure. Some cancers are a higher risk when you're obese. Arthritis is another one, generally not as a young person, but over years of carrying extra weight, the bones do wear down.
Type 2 diabetes, heart disease, stroke, hypertension, musculoskeletal issues, like back pains and knee problems.
One thing we are seeing more and more in adolescents is diabetes. It used to be that the type 2 diabetes we really saw only in adults, say over age 30, but as our society's been getting more overweight and obese, we're seeing that creep down to younger ages, and it's not uncommon now to see teenagers who have diabetes.
I wonder, would people make changes if they knew they could die from being obese? Being a victim of people talking about me lowered my self-esteem. I always ate just to feel better, but I didn't realize I was facing death.
If you are depressed, you might turn to food for comfort. And then you do that, you feel better, then you turn to food again, and it's a cycle. So you can become obese because you are depressed and turn to food, or you can be obese and depressed because of that.
Certain emotions, particularly ones that are more anxious related or more sad related, people do often tend to comfort themselves through food. And so sometimes that even then becomes a habit, even when maybe that same emotion isn't there. A person might just be used to eating certain foods, certain times of the day, certain quantities of food, but I think often emotions can trigger people to overeat.
We know that if you are stressed, then your blood pressure is going to go up. We know that your blood sugar can actually go up if you're stressed. We know if you're in pain, both of those things can go up as well.
We have, a lot more ways of observing the mind called functional MRIs, and ways to see what the brain is doing, what parts of the brain are lighting up with different emotions or different experiences. So there's a lot of research into that area. But I think in terms of obesity, the body impacts the mind in some of the ways we already talked about in terms of emotions, motivation, habits, patterns.
After speaking with these experts, I learned there are some aspects of our lifestyle that we have control over, like the choices we make about food.
I think it's also important for people to understand how to shop within a grocery store, and what I call it is perimeter shopping. The ingredients around the perimeter, the outside edge of the grocery store, are often the fresh ingredients. And that's where the fresh vegetables are, the fresh fruits are, the fresh cuts of meat, the fresh dairy products. When you start shopping the aisles is where you find a lot of the packaged food that has a lot of the preservatives and the chemicals and the colorings and things like that.
Don't just go and buy the frozen items that would last for a long time. Still try to buy the healthier options. Yes, they might not last as long, and you might have to go to the grocery store more often, which would be difficult in a food desert, but it will help make those better choices.
It's difficult, and it takes even more effort. It takes effort to eat healthy. You have to go to the grocery store, you have to buy these foods, you do have to cook somewhat, which a lot of people don't like to do. And so of course when you're in a food desert, it's going to take even more effort to go find the foods, just find healthy foods. You're going to have to drive a little farther, take a bus a little bit farther. So it's difficult.
But I think what people have to think of this as is a lifestyle change. It's not a diet that you do for 2 months and then go back to your old ways, because that hasn't made a change and you'll gain any weight right back that you lost. So it's really a new way of living. It's a new way of eating. It's a new way of acting, being physically healthy and active. So I think people have to start with that mindset that this is a change I'm making for the rest of my life.
Another lifestyle choice we can make is how much we exercise.
It's recommended that you exercise between 30 and 60 minutes a day. And that's just not cardio. A lot of people think that if I get on a treadmill for 60 minutes, I'll end up losing weight. So not only do you want to do your cardio, which you do, resistance training is very important. So what it does is when you exercise and do cardio for 30 minutes, once you stop and your heart rate goes back to normal, you are done burning extra calories. If you do resistance training, you're building muscle. So your body, after you're done, needs to continue rebuilding the muscle you just worked on. So you're going to end up burning more calories and losing more weight afterwards.
Lastly, we should think about the amount of how much we eat. Instead of sitting on the couch eating a bag of chips, count the chips out. Put them in a small bowl.
A lot of times we lose our ability to know when we're full. One of my sort of sayings about how to lose weight is eat when you're hungry, stop when you're full. So part of that's retraining yourself, and one way to do that is through portion control. So one example of that is taking one serving but not getting second helpings. A lot of people are used to, after their first helping, going back and get second helpings because it's part of our mind perceiving, helping us understand if we're hungry or if we're full. So if you've got a giant plate and you've only got a few small portions on there, you think it's not enough to fill yourself up. And so you have this feeling, I'm going to be hungry when I finish. Whereas if you have a small plate, you have those same portion sizes on there, the plate looks full. So your brain says to yourself, boy, I'm going to be full when I finish this. Look at all this food that's on my plate.
Try to make small changes. So when I'm working with patients, I will encourage them to make one change. Whether it be focusing on eating breakfast every day, whether it be focusing on going to the gym or getting some sort of activity once a week, or getting one serving of fruit and vegetable in their diet if they're literally not getting any. And then working on that change for about 4 to 6 weeks, because we know that it takes a long time for something to become habit, about 6 weeks for something to become routine and part of your lifestyle.
No matter my shape or size, I learned to love myself. But I also learned the importance of living a healthy lifestyle. Still, this issue is complex and can be overwhelming. There is not a simple answer. But I do know, if you take baby steps, you will find new ways to take control and make a new life for yourself. Nobody is responsible for your health but you.
Best friend, where you been at?
I've been at home. I've been sick.
How you been?
I just been feeling tired and losing weight from left to right.
I think you can take it checked out.
Man.
Is there anyone in your family that has been diagnosed with cancer?
Yeah, my aunt.
Well, I'm sorry to tell you this, but you have cancer. When breast cancer is detected early, it is a 98% survival rate.
Prepare yourself. You might be next. Go pink.
Go pink.
Go pink.
Go pink.
Today on FSM News, we are going to be showcasing different stereotypes, focusing on stories of whitewashing in the media and police perceptions of black men.
That's right, Jessica. Being African American, we face many challenges. That's why FSM has dedicated this newscast to African American society today.
FSM News starts in 3,
2,
1. Hello and welcome to FSM News. I am Jessica Finister.
And I'm Martez Crosby.
As African Americans, we come encountered with many different types of stereotypes that many may find disturbing.
Yeah, I highly agree, Jessica. Here's Lindell Connor with more on the subject of police perceptions of black men.
In the last few months, there have been several cases where unarmed African American males have been murdered by police officers. Despite investigations, police officers have not been indicted. Some people feel cases such as Eric Garner and Mike Brown's justice for those has not been served.
So I think it's completely unfair. Are they being targeted for some reason? Are we afraid of them for some reason? If they don't have a weapon, why would you pull a weapon and take their life?
It's really not a felony because most of the black men that's getting killed nowadays, most of them is like in the gangs or they just standing on a corner making themselves a target.
Some people feel that they have been mistreated due to racism. Young African American male Taiwan Rambo was searched by 2 white male police officers while getting off the train at Roosevelt in Chicago.
What happened was I tried to help this lady on the train. She couldn't get on, so I helped on. Police came undercover, pulled me to the side, started checking my book bag, seeing if I had some illegal substances in there. And I didn't, so they just rambled up all my book bag, made me late for school and all that. It was only racially motivated because I had my hair and I was trying to get to school, do something productive in my life, but they just thought since I had a book bag, they probably thought I was carrying some substances.
Another African American male, Ernest Moses, has also shared his incident with being searched by the police.
Me and my friends was walking to school and we was 5 minutes early before the bell rang, and I guess when the police pulled up, they said they had an incident report somebody messing up and vandalizing McDonald's. And it was me and a group of black people. We was like, it was tall, fat, dressed, all that, all the discrimination. And he pulled up and he said, "Get the on the car." And then he put us on the car, took our phones and all that. And then he said, he put us in the back trunk, and then it was a Swisher wrapper on the floor. It was already there. It was nothing in there. And I guess he thought it was us. So he said, "I should throw y'all in jail for f***ing around. But, I'm trying to be nice to y'all." And, he just kept cursing during the whole ride to the school. And then when we got to the school, he lied to our principal and said school started at 12 p.m. knowing nobody said that. So he started lying and trying to make it seem like we was actually doing something instead of we was just going to school. And just because we was a group of blacks and we was teenagers and, we was like, because school usually started around 8 o'clock around there, but our school started at 9, and I guess they didn't know that. So, he pinpointed to us.
With all the controversy happening, some people are debating if black males are even valued as a white person or average human beings. Therefore, some Americans believe that we have to take critical actions for justice to be served, despite the peacefully protesting. Reporting for FSM News, I'm Lindell Connor.
Thanks for that, Lindell. Hopefully we can get society to understand how serious the relationship between police and black men really are.
Let's hope, Jessica, but just like black men are made to seem like the bad guy, whitewashing can also make white seem to be like the only good guy.
What is whitewashing?
Let's let Pierre Hall explain.
Whitewashing is the replacement of black, Latino, Asian, and Native American characters with white characters. Whitewashing has become more apparent in recent months with films such as Exodus and Ghost in the Shell.
When you're whitewashing, you're taking away, the originality of the culture, the true meaning of the movie. How are you going to represent a certain culture and a certain movie in a certain area and you're not even, truthful to it?
I think that it's something that's being questioned a lot, and I kind of frown upon it because it kind of requires someone to be other than who they are.
I think whitewashing is kind of just been attached to the fabric of America. It's unfortunate, and it denies people a voice, and it disenfranchises communities, but it is very real, and it happens every day.
Whitewashing affects the self-esteem of young viewers due to the lack of seeing their own race being the protagonist.
On one hand, it makes kids feel like they don't exist. For kids have to watch a program and just see a bunch of white people. If I'm Hispanic and I don't see one Hispanic, it makes me feel like my culture doesn't exist in this space and like I'm not meant for it, which is just a a harmful message to make a kid feel like they don't exist.
I think a lot of times whitewashing basically says, like, this is what's better. Whitewashing encourages the removal of any type of individuality and even celebrating the different unique values that we each bring to the table each and every day.
Whitewashing has affected children because it's given them this false sense of true culture, you know? It's misdirecting them.
Whitewashing prevents Black, Latino, Asian, and Native American actors from having jobs and negatively affects the young viewers.
Whitewashing is just as similar to racism. You know, you're raised off of it.
The Dragon Ball Evolution film, because that was my favorite cartoon growing up. I just feel like it was really, it's groundbreaking, at least, you know, where it started in Japan. But, you know, for them to try to bring it to these, you know, white audiences and feel the need to cast the lead as a white male, it just, I think it sends the wrong message that, you know, Goku, the most powerful, like, comic book character of all time, has to be white.
I think it really takes, like, people of different backgrounds stepping up and saying, I'm going to create what I want to see in order to actively see representation that you can relate to. Because if not, you have a different group that usually can't relate to you trying to label what your culture is or how you should be acting.
Reporting from FSM News, I'm Pierre Howe.
Thanks for that, Pierre. Thanks for helping us think about how African Americans were presented as a negative race.
Okay, now let's get ready for some PSAs.
PSAs? Great.
I was stopping you because that man looked creepy, just in case you didn't know, and I wanted to help you be safe.
Thank you, I really appreciate that.
You're welcome.
When I see a black boy, I have my purse.
When I see a Muslim woman, I wonder what she's hiding.
When I see a light-skinned person, I think they bougie.
When I see a white man, it makes me think of slavery and makes me want to beat him up.
Life's too short to waste your time judging someone because of a stereotype. Don't judge a book by its cover.
Well, that's our show for today. Check us out next time on CAN TV, channels 19 and 27.
But what if we can't wait until then?
I'm glad you asked. Viewers can also check us out on Facebook, search FSM News.
And don't forget, you can also find us on ABC7, Chicago's website in the community section. 3,
2,
1.
That's a wrap.
Whitewashing threatens the self-esteem. Okay, hold on.
With all the controversy happening, I'm sorry. With all the controversy happening, stop watching it. Stop laughing it. I said laughing it. Some people. Oh my God.
Quit trying to make me smile.
Ready?
FSM has dedicated this newscast to African American sisters. Just like black men are made to seem like the bad guy, wobble. 3,
2.
Free Spirit Media cultivates diverse youth voices to transform media and society.